go, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Tanek127 and welcome back to Tanek FPS. And guys, in today's video, I want to talk to y'all about Fragpunk. However, if you want to stay up to date on all things Fragpunk, make sure you are liking today's video and subscribing to the channel if you are new. And let's go ahead and get on into today's subject. Now, the big old debate when you look at Fragpunk and when you look at the obvious contender, Valorant, which one is better? How does Fragpunk work? What makes it so different? How are these two games alike, etc., etc., etc.? I'm going to talk to you guys about all that in today's video. So, in short, what is Fragpunk and the best way for me to describe it? So, do you guys remember when Fortnite first came out and there was a twist on the whole Battle Royale thing? There's, the 100 players, big map, storm shrinks in, and, they added building to it. Well, Fragpunk is basically Valorant with its own twist. But there's a bunch of different little caveats in Fragpunk that can make the game more accessible to newer players. And that's where Fragpunk's appeal is going to come in. So, Fragpunk does the same thing Valorant does. 5v5 tactical shooter based on search and destroy. However, there are a few different things that Fragpunk does differently. It has a card system, kind of like, the perks you see in Paladins, just a lot wilder. There are things that you've seen in many different shooters. I'm talking anything between stuff like lifesteal to, big head modes to adding slippery terrain on the map so you can slide. There's all kinds of different stuff you can use. And instead of using your currency to buy weapons for the rounds in the search and destroy mode, you use your currency to buy different cards to give your team an advantage or the enemy team a disadvantage. Like, for example, you could take away their health regeneration, but they can end up giving you guys big heads so they can have easier headshots and all kinds of stuff like that. There's all kinds of different crazy things you can do with these cards. I'm talking everything you've ever seen in any crazy shooter or shooter mod is probably in these cards somewhere, and that's no exaggeration. But here's also where things come in differently to Fragpunk. Valorant is, more of a tactical shooter. Your accuracy is increased if you stand still and shoot. It could be, you can have an advantage with your gun if you decide to hip fire instead of ADS and stuff like that. Fragpunk does not take any of those nuances into play, or should I say, things that people can find nuances. Fragpunk literally feels like Call of Duty. Typical, ADS, hip fire, quick scopings in there. I'm talking the whole 9 yards. This is as if Call of Duty and Valorant had a baby and somebody added a card system. They even got some extra modes in Fragpunk. Fragpunk not only has, the typical search and destroy mode, but it also has team deathmatch. Valorant also does have team deathmatch. But you have team deathmatch, you have capture the flag, you have free-for-all, and you have this type of 1v1 duel thing that's pretty much like Gunfight from Call of Duty, except it's 1v1 instead of 2v2. Now, Fragpunk's a really awesome time. But my main thing with Fragpunk is, and at the end of the day, it's going to have more of an appeal to, to newer players and more casual people, who don't like Valorant's tactical and really, just like hyper aggressive style play. Fragpunk's a bit more casual, but there's competitive play and stuff in Fragpunk. Believe me, Fragpunk gets sweaty. All right, hands down, Fragpunk can be a sweaty boy. But Fragpunk is definitely a lot more approachable, especially for newer players from Valorant. Like if you're looking for something like Valorant and you're coming over from Call of Duty and Valorant's just not kicking it with you, give Fragpunk a try. I would definitely recommend it. Both games are absolutely amazing in their own way, but the developers of Fragpunk, they simply nailed that, hey, let's make a more approachable Valorant-like game for players. And I'm hoping this game blows up. I'm hoping it succeeds because competition is only good for the gamers at the end of the day. And, the things I want to see in the future is I just want to see the game grow, and I want to see it expand to more platforms. And long story short, bring the damn game to PlayStation. Alright, the fact that this is Xbox and PC, oh my goodness. silly choice. Very silly choice on their behalf. I'm positive this is probably just going to start as an Xbox exclusive and go to PlayStation later on, but you know, the developers haven't announced or said anything like that, so we can only speculate at this point in time. But guys, Fragpunk, literally, I have no complaints. Like, their beta is even fully polished. Like, settling for betas now with bugs and stuff, these guys have set a whole new standard. I'm talking, I haven't had one crash. There were minimal frame drops on my Series X and some ping issues on the first day of the beta, and they cleared that up within a day or two. And just, you know, there's no weird hitching, no bugs, nothing. Or at least that I've experienced. I don't mean to call the game perfect, but the amount of polish on this game is insane for a beta. There are some games that don't even launch functioning this well. If you guys haven't tried Fragpunk and you know you like Valorant, but it's not quite your cup of tea, give this a shot. Anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that like. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.